Hi everybody, Iceman Baldy here with Geek Swag TV, and today is the day. I have decided to sell my Sony NEX-7, the APS-C mirrorless wonder that I've had for a few months now, in favor of keeping and investing in the Olympus OM-D E-M5. The Micro Four Thirds mirrorless system that I think competes head-to-head with the NEX-7 and can hold its own against some of the other bigger APS-C size systems. As you can see, in terms of physical size, they're pretty equivalent. The NEX-7 is a little thinner. Something I like about the NEX-7 is the grip. It's got a fairly substantial grip, easy to hold, doesn't really flop around much in your hand. You don't have to worry about having it knocked loose. The OM-D E-M5 has a thinner grip, got a little bit of a thumb hold on the back. Not bad, but just not as nice of a grip as the NEX-7. But still, overall, two fairly equal cameras. They both have electronic viewfinders. The NEX-7 has its place to the far left of the camera, whereas the OM-D uses more of a retro style pentaprism location for the electronic viewfinder. The NEX-7's viewfinder is much more detailed in terms of its resolution, but in actuality I don't see much of a difference between the two. In fact, when I'm using the NEX-7 at nighttime, it looks a lot grainier than the OM-D's viewfinder. They both have kit lenses on them. The NEX-7 has a 18-55mm kit lens, which is okay, not the greatest. The OM-D has a 12mm by 55mm kit lens, and it's a little longer than the lens on the NEX-7. In terms of the lens on the OM-D, the lens has an electronic zoom, and you can also switch that off and use the manual zoom. What that means is when you're zooming, you don't get any barrel movement when using the electronic zoom. The zoom is all done internally. Or if you switch that off, you then get the other zoom. And again, it's manual. You get a little more of a tactile feel, but without the movement in the barrel, which is why the lens is a little longer than you would expect it to be. There's also a macro feature on the lens. So the question is, why am I getting rid of what is essentially a better camera with higher resolution, a much more detailed electronic viewfinder, and LCD screen with a larger sensor? Well, in essence, the reasons are this. The image quality on the OM-D for a Micro Four Thirds sensor just blows a lot of cameras out of the water. It is in fact one of the best imaging sensors that you can find in cameras to date. The speed of this camera in terms of focusing is also outstanding. It has a touch screen, which the NEX-7 does not have. The NEX-5 had it, but this touch screen allows you to touch and focus. So if I'm using my viewfinder, the LCD on the back, want to focus on something, whether I'm using it at chest level or otherwise articulating that screen, off Dexter, I can just touch the screen and focus instantly. And I mean, it's instantaneous. So that's a great feature. The other thing I like about the OM-D is the low light performance of this camera with its 5-axis built-in stabilization. Again, just kills the NEX-7 in terms of being able to focus and get a nice clear low light shot much more often than I could with the NEX-7. And then lastly, the thing that really did it for me is with Micro Four Thirds sensors or cameras with these sensors, mirrorless cameras, the number of lenses available is just phenomenal. Right now I believe there are over 26 lenses available for the OM-D, whereas the NEX-7 has less than 10 lenses that are currently available. There might be more, but right now it's just not worth someone investing in this kind of a system. So there you have it. I got a decent price for the NEX-7, and so it's helped me to justify the investment in the OM-D. I'll miss having the NEX-7. It's been a great camera, but I'm looking forward to, and I've just really enjoyed some of the new shots that I've been able to capture with the OM-D. So that's where we stand, and look for more about the OM-D as it compares to maybe my 60D or other cameras in a subsequent review. Take care.